Mamaya po, matututo po tayo ng mga 1 or 2 or 3 things mula sa mga coaches natin na pwede nilang i-demo at pwede nating magawa sa bahay.
And it's so important to stay active nowadays, especially like the kids na the whole year they've been doing online distance learning. Nawala yung PE, nawala yung class na they could run around and at least get some exercise and everything. So hopefully our episode tonight will help you guys and give you an idea of what the kids can do to stay active.
Yeah, all right. So
for our first guest today, I actually met him ages ago during his rookie year in the PBA, and he has, since then he's gone on to be a collegiate coach, and he is also the founder of the TY Tang Basketball School. So obviously our guest is none other than TY Tang. Ladies and gentlemen, hi TY.
Hey Coach.
Hello, hi Cheska, hi Migs.
How are you? It's so good to see you again. Thank you for joining us on the show. Alam naming busy ka.
Di naman, but thank you for inviting me as well to share my my basketball school to everyone, all the viewers out here. So off the record.
Coach TY, paano ba nagsimula ang TY Tang Basketball School?
This basketball school started during my rookie year pa, around 2008, somewhere there. There was actually one parent in the weights room who invited me na, uy, pwede bang paturo yung anak ko? Kasi grade 5, kaso malaki siya for a grade 5, which is around 5'6", 5'7" siya. Halos height ko siya at grade 5. So malaki nga naman talaga siya. But then he didn't really know how to play. But then he was invited to play for the varsity team already of his school. But yun nga, nung naglaro siya for the team, hindi naman niya, it's really his first time to play the game. Hindi niya talaga alam kung ano yung mechanics ng game. No? So during that game, na-rebound niya yung bola, shoot niya sa kalaban. So doon siya nag-shoot. And all these parents, all the people who were watching, medyo, syempre hindi rin nagustuhan and all that. So parang na-demotivate yung bata. And so the dad was a very supportive dad. He was trying to actually help his son to recover and then eventually sana magkaroon ng motivation again and be able to play the game in a better light. So sabi ko, sige, I will try to help, but then of course my teaching is based from my experience and all the things that I've gotten from my playing and to all the coaches or my mentors. No? So I started with that, and true enough, after 2 months time, ang laki ng turnaround doon sa bata. So from not really being able to react to the ball and shooting the ball to the opponent's goal, eventually nag-average na siya ng 8 points, 8 rebounds, hanggang after 1 year, naging na siya, top player ng team nila. Kasi nga malaki siya eh. So it only needed a skill. So he was averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds a game. From then to, I think, before he started off with high school. And then he was recruited na, binigyan na siya ng scholar, and sinama pa yung kapatid niya. So after that, that's also when I felt na, I can teach, di ba? I have the patience to teach, and I can share my knowledge of the game. And I'm very passionate in terms of that. So nagkaroon rin ako ng confidence with that. And I started teaching different people muna, different kids of different schools. But eventually, I found out that these kids that I taught back then were playing against my alma mater, Xavier School. So eventually, half-hearted na ako nung nangyari yun, di ba? So sabi ko, teka lang, kalaban nyo kami, tapos natatalo kami. Parang hindi yan.
Pinapakiling mo pa yung kalaban, coach.
So when that happened, I felt that I should be doing this, at least giving priority to my alma mater, di ba? At least that time, parang medyo hindi naman ako half-hearted na, and binubuhos ko naman to giving back to my school. But open naman din siya for other kids to enroll, not only exclusive to Xavier. So that's how TYBS started in Xavier School in 2010. I think it was 2 years after na. So when it started in Xavier, it grew, I guess, by word of mouth. Kasi wala naman akong any marketing tool before. It was actually just my wife trying to help me out. He's the beautiful receptionist, the accountant, the marketer, all in one na. Okay, siya na. So, so up until today, siya pa rin yan, actually. So, yun. And then throughout the years, it grew a community wherein the parents appreciated what we were trying to do as coaches and as an organization. And then eventually, the kids also are the ones trying to, not only trying to, they were enjoying, but they were also trying to ask their parents na if we can stay and join the sessions, the modules year round. So sila na yung nagsasabi na we want, they're enjoying it. Some of them, several of them have gone through already with their varsity teams. No, they've been playing with their respective schools, even in Xavier, several of them. But it's not a guarantee that if you enroll, magiging varsity player ka, di ba? So every kid naman is special. But what's important here is that I'm being able to, one is to introduce the game to them at a very fun and learning experience. Second is, along with it comes all the values, the experiences, and the lessons in life that they can withhold all the way to when they grow up, and eventually they get to realize na lahat pala nung dinaanan ko, even if it's in basketball, it's already applied to my life, and they can just put it into analogy and bring it wherever they go eventually. So there.
TY, sports at the grassroots level is so important. Kailangan yung mga programs na yan to encourage the kids to get into the sport, to actually develop a love for the sport. And for you, when you started teaching these kids, para say, what was the most valuable lesson that you knew you had to impart to them outside of the skills?
For me, again, no secret is hard work. Talagang everywhere you go, you really need hard work. But second, for me, it's really just trying to focus on right now. Wag mo muna isipin yung destination or yung gusto mong abutin eventually. Wag mo muna isipin yun. Just focus on breaking down things and slowly enjoying and embracing every day, every skill, technique na ituturo sa'yo. And then, once you enjoy all that, you won't even know that one day you are already achieving so much. So, yun yung importante sa akin na ma-come on ko sa bata or ma-introduce ko sa bata. Kasi minsan, the parents are there to, meron na kaagad future thinking or forward looking na dapat one day ganito to, dapat one day ganyan yan. So, sa akin, baliktad. Sa akin, no, just enjoy the process. If you can't dribble today, no worries. Dribble with two hands. If you can't dribble, just roll the ball. Okay lang yan. So it's a process, diba? So we take it slowly, and then again, to each its own. Every kid is special. May iba mabilis mag-learn, may iba mabilis mag-grow. Then we continue on with different level of the game, diba? We try to upgrade their skills, but towards doon sa mga hindi rin ganun kabilis, I'll tell you this. Meron mga mabagal na nag-start, but eventually they even surpassed some of them when they just continued on learning the game. So may iba mabagal in the first 5, 6, 7 months, but eventually when they continued on and then they enjoyed, they had fun, which is actually is a secret recipe to learning quicker, 'di ba? Yung interesado ka, gusto mong matuto, yan yung mga secret recipe to it. But going back again, meron sa start mabagal, but eventually, because they were patient enough to just embrace the process, they were able to get to the varsity team also. So to each its own, but at the end of the day, if you really put in the time, the effort, the patience to it, you'll get somewhere.
All right. So saying hello to our friends, Raf Bonifacio and of course, Carla Lizardo. Carly Cat, thank you so much for watching our stream.
Carla!
And of course, para po sa mga communisans natin, kung meron po kayong mga katanungan, of course, sa ating first online, first coach when we talk about online sports clinics, kung paano nyo po mapapagaling ang mga basketball skills ninyo, please do type in the comment section, and that Coach TY will do his very best to be able to answer that. But then, Coach TY, kamusta ang pag-adapt sa online? Alam ko, 1 year mo na itong ginagawa. How has it been for you?
I started, I think, May last year when I started. So the lockdown happened mid-March of last year. And my priority was actually my NCAA team, which is College of St. Benilde. So yun yung inisip ko the first week. Nagpa-break muna ako. 1 week break tayo. But after that, I had to basically do a different kind of program wherein even if we don't meet, you are being able to improve in every which way of the game. Diba? So doon ako nag-start. And then when I saw, kasi yung anak ko, my firstborn, 9 years old, right? 9 years old last year. Part of the varsity team na rin siya sa mga bata. So when that time happened, I was also observing everything in the house, di ba? Doon ko lang nakita talaga na kahit anong sulok ng bahay, pwede kong i-observe dahil may oras ako. So I put some of that time to my kids as well. Nakikita ko, parang wala talagang ginagawa. Nag-start sila computer, TV, YouTube, iikot lang yan, bababa, kakain, aakyat, tapos gano'n na naman. In short, couch potato the whole day for the longest time because wala ibang ginagawa, hindi rin sila pwede lumabas. So parang doon ko rin naisip, yung TYBS ko, wherein we already have that community. It's also, most of my participants are from 5 to 13 years old na mga bata. So what are these kids doing at that time? Especially kung ang parents mo working, parents mo business people, di ba? Wala talagang nakabantay sa kanila or trying to put in some schedule to them. So that's where I thought of I should be able to do something like a certain program wherein even at the convenience of my house, I can be able to reach them and try to hone their skills. And I thought that, there's a lot of things in basketball na pwede ko naman ituro even in a small space, in a very restricted space. So I tried to do that program. I tried to conceptualize for maybe about 3 weeks before I started doing the TYBS online last May.
And of
Speaking
course, we
of,
can already see yung
Go
mga
ahead, Jack,
basketball na nasa likod ni Tio. We're in his studio right now. So later we're gonna ask TY to show us a couple of drills that the kids and the parents can do at home. But we have to say hi to Joshua. He's saying hello. And to Karen Suba. Hello, good evening, Karen. Thank you for joining us. To everyone joining us on Kumu. Hi, guys. All right, so
hello,
TY,
guys.
when you had to conceptualize everything that you could possibly teach from your home, how different was it from conceptualizing your modules when you could still do face-to-face clinics?
For face-to-face clinics kasi, it's more of, you want to put in the socializing part, diba? Because it's a team game, you want to put in the yung mga values wherein you can put everything in as a team. But being in a home and doing it alone, you gotta be able to break it down into little details pa. So I was very specific with the handwork, the body work, and the footwork. Those are the 3 general things that I tried to break it down with. Maybe I can show some later. But yun yung tatlong very, very basic, fundamental things that I revolved around with dun sa program na ginawa ko, no. And I was very specific also that when I start my basketball school, it's still basketball. Ayoko yung basketball school, 1 hour tayo, and then 30 minutes or 45 minutes of it is actually cardio workout. Diba? Parang hindi naman tama. So I still want to be specific to my sport. So doon ako nag-revolve around with, wherein actually most of the parents appreciated it because yun nga, the things that we've done on the online platform are the things that they didn't see in a physical school. So in a way, they still felt that there's a lot of things that my son can learn or my daughter can learn. I have girl kids who also are participants in my camp. So yun, na-appreciate nila na marami pa rin silang natutunan, and it grew into them, their kids, na na-enjoy nila yung game, nagkaroon sila ng passion for it, that even after the sessions of TYBS Online, they were actually trying to do it and showing it to their parents or to whoever at home, trying to be proud of, look, I've done this, I've done that, na we were trying to do during the session. So yun yung mga nasi-share ng mga parents with, actually not me, with my beautiful receptionist, my wife.
Sinisedali
Mahal ang
videos.
sweldo niya, ha? Make sure
Mahal ang
you give
sweldo.
her a
Sa
raise.
kanila ang feedback.
Ano feedback? Oh, Coach, we see some balls there, and I know, thank you for giving us the opportunity to be able to show to our audience. Coach, baka meron kang mga few drills na kayang-kayang gawin at home.
Yeah, sige.
Right.
It's very easy, no? I'll just adjust na lang.
To our
So,
Comunizens, please do drop in gifts for this. Thank you.
So,
Coach
at
TY,
least-
libre to, guys.
I know.
Okay naman, makikita naman. So,
Yeah.
ang
Yes, Coach.
concentration ko naman is for the lower portion. So,
Okay.
when I say handwork, again, handwork, body work, footwork, diba? So, right now I'm gonna concentrate muna on the handwork and the body work. So, body work, as always, universal stands for athletes, the athletic stance. You gotta squat down a little bit and make sure on a side angle when I squat down, my back is not leaning forward para hindi ako ma-off balance. I want to make sure I'm here, all right? And my weight is at the center. Hindi rin pwede pa ganon, I'll be off balance. And we all know that basketball is a physical game. So, pagdating nyo sa 5-on-5, when everything opens up, pag may bumangga, then you gotta be able to show them that you're strong and stable. And the only way to do that is by staying low, having a wide stance. So that's first, that's body work. Second, the handwork. So different handwork for beginner level, it's more of the fingertips, right? Just playing it around, up, down, body wraps, leg wraps, all right? Mga ganito. But for the more advanced work, we start with the ball pounding, so the dribbling. You want to work on their ball control. My tip towards this is actually not only using your fingertips. All right? For the most part, fingertips lang tinuturo sa atin. But I want your whole arm actually coming from your shoulders. I want you to pound the ball as hard as you can. Right? This way, you'll be able to strengthen not only your fingertip muscles, but all the way to your arm muscles. That's going to help out a lot. And then another variation of the dribble control is working on the V dribble. This is what they call V dribble. My advice on this one is work on, pag beginner level, work on just rolling the ball, trying to float it, and then trying to catch it. But once you get a rhythm out of it, you want to try to go wider. Wider, all the way to swinging your body right now. So that's body work for you. Swinging your body left and right. You can do it in different variations from going low to going high. All right, that's ball control, dribble control. All right, then eventually for a higher level of the game, you start off with the footwork. All right, so there's pound to jabbing forward, going back to your athletic stance. Again, if you're starting with this, try to go slow first. And naturally, it will go slow on the dribble. But as you go along, you get a rhythm out of it. You want to keep pounding hard and moving forward as fast as you can. Don't worry about losing the ball. Everybody loses this. Even NBA players, Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, once in a while, they lose the ball. That's fine. Just go get the ball again, pick it up, and go back at it again. Right? Then eventually hand exchanges with a little bit of movement side to side. Now you work on the handwork, body work, footwork. Right? Crossover dribble to lateral movement side to side. So those are some things that you can actually work on Put a little bit of variations with crossover dribble between the legs, behind the back, mga ganyan.
Gusto mo
So,
sumagot.
there.
Hindi lang. Okay, hindi lang mga kids ha. Gusto ko nga i-practice yun eh. Gusto ko i-practice yun eh. Ang ganda. Galing. Thank you, Coach.
Mapapagod din kayo. Mapapagod din kayo. Kasi,
The whole time I was watching him, iniisip ko lang, parang it's so sad na the only thing I remember from PE and basketball is the bounce pass and the chest pass. And he's doing all these things. I'm like, asan to dati?
V-dribble.
Yeah.
Coach, meron pa pala sa taas, no? Meron pa sa taas na V-dribble. Oo.
Yes, meron pa sa taas yung over-under naman, yung pag ganun. So, may in and out pa. So, ang daming
Correct.
variations talaga. And then, if you include the footwork, totally different ball game. Once you try it, mafe-feel mo off ka eh. Kasi, if you include all the body parts na, mas mahirap talaga siya. So, you start off with one first, and then you progress from then. From one action of the hand, one action of the body, one action of the foot. And then eventually magiging tatlo yan sa movement. So 3 different combinations of the handwork, 3 different combinations of the footwork, and then may konting movement here and there. So the concept is basically to make sure that you have a good control of your body, of course, of your feet, kasi kundi off balance ka. And then at the same time, a good control of the ball, because that's how you get better in the game of basketball. So those are the individual skills.
Can I just say, though, the
Thank you,
whole time
Coach.
you were
Go ahead.
doing your drills and the whole time you were talking, I could see Meg's coach's hat on. Yung coach side ni Meg, parang, oo nga, tama, ganyan yun. Sabi mo hindi. Sabi mo hindi. Nakita ko sa mukha mo.
Totoo yan. Ganun pala yun. Thank you, Coach TY. Dami natin natutunan. Coach, yeah, go ahead.
Where can people find you? How can they join the TY Tang Basketball School?
Well, they can check on the TY Tang Basketball School, both on Facebook and Instagram. They can message there, and my wife, my beautiful receptionist, Gaiza, will answer all the queries. And also, I can also give the number. I don't know how. Siguro verbally, 0917 322 4492. Again, 0917 322 4492. And my call center wife will be happy to answer all your questions.
Open to what ages, Coach? What ages?
We have as young as, I think, turning 4 right now on our online platform.
Oh, wow.
As long as they have the focus and attention, okay na sa akin eh. That's all I need. Or sometimes if there's supervisors on the side to help them out, assist them out, okay na sa akin. But the primary thing for me is focus, attention. Kasi especially on the online platform, we can't really call their attention. All we can do is beg for them to hear us out and listen,
right.
Diba? So, yun ang pinaka-importante. But the one we have at almost 4, he's already into the game. Parang nandun na yung attention niya. So, it's easy for him to just follow with all the coaches. What I actually do is I supervise all my classes. But there's coaches who handle every class. So, we use the Zoom platform. I jump around those classes to make sure the program is sustainable for everybody, and I make sure that the progression of each kid I am being able to supervise as well. I don't wait na for anything. If, like, for example, today pumasok ka, tomorrow you can move on to the next level, then we just put you on the other class. Or we're also open with feedbacks. That's, I think, one thing na I'm very appreciative of the parents who call us and ask us, kasi that's the time also where sometimes, alam mo yun, you hear some feedbacks, you hear some reviews, nagkakaroon ka ng ideas on how you can do better in terms of motivating and guiding these kids with their basketball skill levels.
All right. Ganda.
Thank you so much, TY. It's so good seeing you again. I wish I had a basketball. Makikisabay ako sa drills mo.
Thank you for inviting me again.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Coach.
Mitch.
Coach,
Thanks,
quick
Jessica.
picture lang. Quick picture. 1, 2, 3. All right, there you have it. TY Tang of the TY Tang Basketball School and also head coach of the CSB Blazers right here. Sana po marami po kayong natutunan ng mga dribbling drills. And of course, please do contact TY Tang or TY Tang Basketball School on their social media accounts. TY Tang, Coach TY, maraming salamat po for joining us here on Off the Record.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
TY.